Let's jump right into this explainer. I want you to put yourself in my shoes for just a second. I'm a hospital administrator, and I've been tasked with a massive facility upgrade. Space isn't just tight, it is practically non-existent. We're talking hallways crammed with heavy metal filing cabinets. So my very first big win, I moved absolute mountains of paper medical records completely off-site to this massive external storage facility. I really thought I had solved our problems. But, as we're going to uncover today, that ultimate facility management victory, it was a complete illusion. I gotta confess, those quiet folders seemed entirely innocent at first. Paper looks totally harmless, right? It literally just sits there. But the reality is vastly different. Over time, those seemingly benign folders relentlessly grew into a hidden monster that just entirely overwhelmed our hospital space. Every new patient, every returning patient, the paper just kept multiplying until it literally backed us into a corner. Section 1. The Illusion of Space. What exactly was filling up those record rooms? Well, think about it. Outpatient visits, admissions, surgeries, discharge summaries, consent forms, lab reports, nursing notes. Every single patient encounter generates paper. And unlike digital files, paper takes up real, physical, highly expensive real estate. The operational pressure to clear those cabinets out just to make room for actual clinical services was immense. It's exactly what drove administrators like me to start renting out external warehouses. We just desperately wanted to make the hospital look and function cleaner. Section 2. Hidden Costs of Retrieval. Here was the really harsh realization. Removing the physical paper did not actually remove the operational burden. When a busy outpatient clinic suddenly needs a historical file, a whole frustrating chain reaction kicks off. Someone has to officially request the chart. Then, a worker way off-site has to physically hunt down that one single folder among literally millions of records. And then, we have to put it on a truck to physically transport it back across town. We didn't eliminate our logistics problem at all. We just outsourced it to city traffic. The sheer scale of the monster we created was just staggering. We essentially traded physical boxes for an overwhelming volume of hidden labor and transport costs. Suddenly, we had staff dedicated solely to tracking files, managing this invisible inventory, and conducting those dreaded missing file investigations. And on top of all that, we were bleeding money on courier services, vehicle logistics, and these wildly expensive urgent rush requests. The paper is gone from sight, but man, the labor remains. Despite paying top dollar for these off-site warehouse solutions, our hospital was still wasting immense organizational energy. We were manually coordinating this massive, clunky paper ecosystem, losing time and resources every single day. Section 3. Patient Safety at Risk. Because look, in healthcare, logistical delays aren't just annoying admin problems. They directly impact individual patient treatment journeys. Imagine this terrifying reality in the ER. Minute 1, an unconscious patient arrives. Minute 5, the critical care team desperately needs their past medical history. Have they had previous surgeries, cardiac disease, drug reactions? But minute 15 rolls around and we're still frantically initiating a request for an external paper chart. We are literally waiting on a warehouse courier while a patient's life hangs in the balance. These delays build into everyday risks too. When information is instantly available right at the point of care, we can verify allergies and ensure safe medication prescribing immediately. But when that same allergy info is archived in a building miles away, the physician is essentially flying blind. Waiting on a physical archive drastically increases the clinical risk of a severe medication error for that specific patient. And this is exactly why continuity of care is so vital. Modern medicine does not treat isolated, fragmented visits. It completely relies on longitudinal information, spotting trends, and understanding past history. When our records are sitting in cardboard boxes across town, making them incredibly hard to access, we destroy the very continuity of care that modern, safe medical decisions depend on. Section 4. Security and Physical Risks. Beyond the immediate patient safety, there is a very heavy legal burden here. Outsourcing your storage doesn't magically outsource the hospital's legal accountability. Inside the hospital, we have an idealized climate-controlled space. But in an off-site warehouse, those sensitive, deteriorating records are suddenly exposed to a whole host of physical threats. Catastrophic fire, flooding, creeping mold, termites, even theft. Paper inherently breaks down over time, and warehousing it just accelerates these physical risks. If a natural disaster hits that warehouse and records are lost or damaged, the fallout is severe. The hospital faces massive legal exposure, serious compliance violations, accreditation nightmares, and absolutely irreparable reputational damage. we retain 100% of the responsibility for that data, regardless of whose roof it happens to be sitting under. Section 5. The opportunity cost. So what are we truly sacrificing by maintaining this illusion? Every single dollar we burn on maintaining a paper ecosystem, paying for the warehouses, coordinating couriers, renting storage space, is a dollar we are not investing in patient care. We are tying up massive organizational funds just to manage cardboard boxes, rather than using those funds to build state-of-the-art operating rooms, expand our clinics, or upgrade life-saving imaging services. Section 6. The digital transformation imperatives. I want to be crystal clear about this. Moving boxes to a warehouse is a tactical Band-Aid. It addresses the symptom of a space shortage, sure, but that dangerous dependency on physical paper still exists. What we actually need is a strategic transformation, curing the root cause by providing instant, secure, digital access to patient information. Because modern healthcare demands so much more. It demands real-time, accessible, and fully integrated information. And most importantly, information that is instantly available right at the point of care. True digital transformation isn't just about scanning documents to save space in the basement. It's about ensuring critical data is always available at the exact right time to protect patient safety and drive clinical efficiency. So I want to leave all of you, my fellow healthcare leaders, with this final thought. Before you sign that next contract to move another truckload of records out of your facility, ask yourself, are we truly solving the problem, or are we simply hiding it somewhere else? It is time to stop moving boxes and start actually transforming care. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. I really hope it gave you a fresh perspective on how we manage the very lifeblood of our clinical operations.